that's a mouthful, right?
I love that.
I'm Nigerian. I'm Igbo. My dad came here. My dad came here in the 1980s. He was a survivor of the Nigerian Civil War, and there was a massive genocide against my tribe or ethnicity in Nigeria.
Are you in the Muslim or the Christian?
I'm the Christian.
Yeah, which was totally persecuted by radical Islam. So God bless you. Thank you. Yeah.
Yeah. So I have one question. So we hear you. I do agree with you because I was here originally to ask you about your opinion about aid to foreign countries and stuff like that in Africa, et cetera, et cetera. Because my argument originally was that yes, the United States gives aid to Africa, but that doesn't help. But now I have a follow-up question for that. So essentially, I wonder, since America and Western countries own a significant amount of the oil in third world countries, et cetera, how do you guys, if you guys don't give aid to these countries, because the aid doesn't help them, it destabilizes them. So the aid destabilizes these countries, and it's where you guys get your cheap labor and oil from. So how do you guys intend to replace those profits while losing the source of profit?
Great question. Let me. I think what you mean by you guys, you mean like conservatives or people.
No, not conservatives. I mean this is Democrat, Republican. Okay. It's like a Western.
I know, but you're an American, right?
Yeah.
So it's us. I just want to make sure you're an American. I'm an American. So I don't want to do the you guys thing. Is that cool?
Yes.
Okay. First of all, Nigeria. We can talk about Nigeria in particular. It's the most populated African country. It's the wealthiest African country. Lots of oil, but unfortunately, as you know, a permanent oligarchy that is immovable. Mm-hmm. The answer to the question is, how do we help African countries other than...
No, I'm asking the question of, like, you guys, essentially what you guys want to do is you guys want each country to use their own resources and
Correct,
stuff like
yes.
that to make themselves great.
Well, but so, yeah, I suppose in Nigeria, I don't think American interests own a lot of the oil in Nigeria. I could be incorrect. I think
Shell,
that's Dutch.
But Shell is like a British, Anglo-British.
It's a Dutch company. Yeah.
And then there are other Western oil companies like Exxon.
Exxon's American, yeah. Okay, like so this is an important point. Way deeper conversation, not a debate, which is that a lot of these countries should entertain trying to own their own mineral deposits and their own oil.
I agree.
There's an example of this which is against the CIA. In the 1960s, Iran discovered they had all this.
You can't own anything when you have the great gatherer. Once again, you can't own anything if you have the great gatherer, right? The Edomites, Esau Edom, the so-called white man, the great gatherers. You can't own anything in your country if you have the great gatherers. Let's go to the book of Obadiah, chapter 1 and verse 1. Let's see if I want to start. Let's start at verse 5. If thieves came to thee, if robbers by night, how art thou cut off? Would they not have stolen till they had enough? It's talking about the wicked. It's talking about Esau Edom. They go in, they send coups, they drop bombs, they invade, take over the country, take over the people of the land, enslave them, and take their natural resources, their minerals, their oil. That's what they do, Yasrara. Great gatherers. They take. Enslave. Oppress. All right? Drop bombs. Take. The Most High say if thieves, they thieves. The Most High called them thieves. He called USA thieves. He called the Americas thieves. The Grecians thieves. The Romans thieves. Idumea thieves. The Edomite thieves. Thieves, Israel. It's in the book, right? The Bible, right? Prophecies being fulfilled. Prophecies have been fulfilled and still being fulfilled. It's all in the book. It's in the book. It's in the book of the law. It's thus said Abba Yahweh by Hashem Yahweh Shai, right? Just something quick. If thieves came to thee, if robbers by night, how art thou cut off? Would they not have stolen? But they call Nigeria a disgraced country. Now they ready to invade, Donald Trump say. Check this out. It don't stop Israel till they had enough. If the great gatherers came to thee, would they not leave some grapes? How are the things of Esau search out? Look, how are the things of the so-called white man search out? How are his hid things sought up? All the men of thy confederacy have brought thee even to the border. The men that were at peace, even when you're at peace with these people, you can't even be at peace with Esau. He'll still do you in. Even if you at peace, that's what we warn our people. We tell our people, never trust thy enemy. You can't be at peace with this man. That's not what he's made for. The men that were at peace with thee have deceived thee and prevailed against thee. Now they on top. See, China on top right now. They learned the way. See, they learned. See, they study this man. They learn. Now Moab gonna be that wash pot. He gonna be the one to wash them out. See? They that eat thy bread have laid a wound under thee. There is none understanding, and there is no understanding, Esau. Shall I not in that day, said the Elohim, even destroy the wise men out of Edom? And understanding out of the mountain. They the council of the earth, Israel. Esau the council of the earth. He's a bad bacteria. And the understanding out of the mount of Esau. And thy mighty men, O Teman, shall be dismayed. To the end, you see, that every one of the mount, which is the government of Esau, may be cut off by slaughter. So the Most High is about to pay them back, the big payback, right? James Brown, the big payback. That's what's going on, Yasharallah. That's why the weak saying they're strong. Just gonna tell you what that clip.
Oil. The Brits and the Americans, yeah, the whole story of the Shah and Mossadegh, right? So
I'm just scrolling through TikTok. I'm just scrolling, Yasharallah, checking it out. These lessons not playing most of the time. We just scroll. We watchmen for Israel, right? Yasharallah, the Most High made thee a watchman, right? Ezekiel 3:17. And I give all honor and glory to Abba Yahweh, Ba'ashem Yahweh Shah, Masha Barakatah. Baba Kashah, Abba Yahweh, Ba'ashem Yahweh Shah, Masha Barakatah, for the house of David. The Howard for this Abraham, Isaac, Yaquab. The Howard for this truth. The Howard for the book of the law. The Howard for the covenants, the service, the adoption, the honor, and the glory. The Howard for the men of David that's out in the streets, and the highways and the byways, presenting their bodies a living sacrifice, holy and acceptable unto Abba Yahweh. Ba'ashem, Yahweh Shah, Masha Barakatah, the Howard for this knowledge and wisdom and understanding, giving all honor and glory to Abba Yahweh, Ba'ashem, Yahweh Shah, Masha Barakatah. All honor and glory. We are nothing without Abba Yahweh, Ba'ashem, Yahweh Shah, Masha Barakatah. Right? The Howard for the Rakah Kodash.
Masugde that rose to power saying we're going to nationalize.
Let's just check it out, because we just checking out things about Nigeria, West Africa, Igbo, as he mentioned. And that's what we came from, West Africa. We fled into West Africa during the time of 6570 AD amongst another darker race, Salaki Yasharada, amongst another dark nation of people during the time of the invasion of Alexander and the invasion of Vespasian, Titus, Antiochus, Epiphanes. Esau, Edom invaded Jerusalem. They invaded the southern kingdom. And we fled into West Africa to hide out. So you got a lot of Israelites still in West Africa and Nigeria.
The oil, we're going to really be rich. We got mad about that. We displaced him. We put in the Shah. He was sick. And then, of course, you get the Ayatollah after that. I don't think we disagree at all. I think that, yes, I mean,
this whole situation in Nigeria is just wild. So Trump basically hops online and says, hey, stop killing Christians, or the United States is cutting every dollar of aid and maybe even rolling their guns a-blazing. Now, let me...
You think that makes sense, Yasharala? Come on now. Make it make sense. Make it make sense, Israel.
know in the comments if that's something you support, because he actually said that. And the reason this is all happening is because there are Christian villages in Nigeria.
Breaking news. We have major news right now. Donald Trump has just ordered the Department of Defense to prepare for potential war in Nigeria. Here's what we know. The move comes after Trump posted on Truth Social saying the United States may soon go in, quote, guns a-blazing. Trump has been increasingly upset about alleged anti-Christian bias and violence in...
Good morning, fellow citizens of Nigeria. My name remains Just Aditong. I cannot explain this period.
We're just checking out some videos, Yasharala. This is a Meek Service report. Just make sure you walk in circumspect of this truth. There could be another distraction. Just make sure you walk in circumspect in this truth. The Most High said there'd be wars and rumors of wars, right? What I want to walk see then that you walk what circumspectly, not as fools, but as wise. See, so you're supposed to be paying attention. You're supposed to be walking circumspect. Circumspect, yeah, Shabbat. Careful, right?
Circumspect.
To consider all circumstances and possible consequences. You got to be prudent, right? A prudent man foreseeing the evil, right?
Prudent.
Right? Arising from a showing prudence, such as marked by wisdom or what? Judiciousness, right? Shrewd in the management of, these are synonyms, in the management of what? Practical affairs, right? Marked by circumspection, discreet. You got to be discreet. These are all synonyms of the word prudent. Providing, frugal, right? That's why you have to be walking circumspect in this truth. You got to have the truth first, right? Knowing you're a Hebrew Israelite, knowing who your enemy is, Esau, Edom, the so-called white man. See then that you walk circumspectly, not as fools, you see, but as wise, redeeming the time because the days are evil. And right, when you read Ezekiel 7, 2, and 3, and 4, the Most High say only evil has come, right? Bad times. Wherefore put ye not it's like it, wherefore be ye not unwise, but understanding what the will of the Elohim is. See, knowing what's the will of the Heavenly Father, the God of Abraham, Isaac, and Jacob. Yahweh, Abba Yahweh, He is, He exists, He is to be, and His only begotten Son, Yahweh Shah Mashiach Baruch, our great Redeemer, our great deliverer in Yasharallah, in Israel. So you have to be paying attention, right? And be not drunk with wine, with access. Wine is going into religion, Christianity, Islam, Buddhism, going to palm readers, dealing with all type of madness, witchcraft, sorcery, Esau ideology, what he have given us, what America has given us. Wherein access but be filled with the rakah, Salakia. See? Paying attention to the moves Esau and them is making, Yasharallah. Redeeming the time, right? As it says in Romans 13 and 11. Redeeming the time. Being circumspect. Right? Paying attention. Right? That's what's going on. The prudent man foreseeth the evil, you see? And hiding himself. You're supposed to hide in this truth. Hide in the Heavenly Father, Yahweh, Abba Yahweh, and His only begotten Son, Yahweh Shai, with the word ignorantly and intentionally called the Christ, Jesus the Christ. You ain't going to make it. And hiding himself. But the simple going to pass on and are punished. Because the Most High, Abba Yahweh, is that strong tower. That's what a prudent man get it. The name of the Elohim is a strong tower. The righteous run into it and it's safe. See? Run into it and it's safe. Man, running into Abba Yahweh by Hashem Yahweh Shai, you safe, Yasharallah. All right? And we warning our people, man. We constantly warning Yasharallah.
What is really going on? The
to
video
come back to
This whole
the
situation in
Heavenly
Nigeria
Father,
is
right?
just wild.
President Trump is threatening.
Donald Trump.
Black Americans, Donald
America first. Good morning, fellow citizens of Nigeria. My name remains Just Aditun. I cannot explain this period. I cannot define it. Whether it is a period of fear. Many of you may have seen the trend in President Trump.
All right, well, we're going to begin this morning with a Fox News alert.
President Trump ordering the Pentagon to.
And I'm just scrolling, Yasharallah. We watching this together. I'm just checking things out. I'm just bringing precept, as we check it out. It's just a Meek Servant report. That's probably what the title would be, in reference to Nigeria, and could be attacked by USA, DJ Trump, right?
Prepare for possible fast military action in Nigeria if the country fails to crack down on the mass killing of Christians.
Rebecca Castor joins us live from Washington, D.C. with those details.
And you buy them attacking Nigeria for Christians being slaughtered, killed by Muslim Israel. That means you still don't know what's going on.
Rebecca, good morning.
You're not walking circumspectly at this point.
Good morning. Yeah, President Trump is not mincing words here. This is what he said on Truth Social yesterday. If the Nigerian government continues to allow the killing of Christians, the USA will immediately stop all aid and assistance to Nigeria and may very well go into the now disgraced country at guns ablazing.
What country's more disgraced than USA? Israel, Yasharallah. Come on now, make it make sense.
To completely wipe out the Islamic terrorists who are committing these horrible atrocities. I'm hereby instructing our Department of War to prepare for possible attack. If we attack, it will be fast, vicious, and sweet, just like the terrorist thugs attack our cherished Christians. Secretary of War Pete Hegseth got the message and says the Department of War is preparing for action. The response comes as the persecution of Christians in Nigeria has reached crisis levels. Islamist militants have burned down.
And the Most High not dealing with Christians. He's dealing with Israelites. He's dealing with the 1/3 and the 144,000. He's dealing with the house of David. So we warn you, Yasharallah. The Most High is not dealing with Christians. He's dealing with Israelites, right? Just let you know. You should got it by now. You should have
churches and Christian. All right.
President Trump is threatening. Donald Trump just shocked every breaking news.
President Trump is threatening to go to.
Hello, our Nigerian.
What's up, family? Donald Trump, your president, is now threatening war with Nigeria. This after he campaigned to win the Nobel Peace Prize. Yeah. So not only does the United States want to go to war with Nigeria, they want to go to war with Venezuela, they want to go to war with Colombia. Why? What is this all about? Is this about human rights? Is somebody over there doing something to the people of their nation? Are there people dying in droves? Is mass murders occurring? Do they have mass shooters? What is it? Because the United States is quite interested in foreign affairs. I've always been told before you try to get somebody else's house in order, you get your own house in order. I think that we can all agree that this house that we live in America is not in order. Which leads me to believe there's something more nefarious at play here. You see, Donald Trump is not interested in peace for the sake of peace and for the sake of the people, right? He claims that he wants to go to war with Nigeria, or he will go to war with Nigeria, and it will be fast and brutal. Because the Nigerians are harming Christians. Because they're harming Christians. Who believes that? Give me a thumbs up if you believe Donald Trump wants to go to war with Nigeria to save the Christian Nigerians in Nigeria. I mean, the black African Christian Nigerians. Donald Trump says that he wants to save the Christians in Nigeria when he can't even save the Christians in